welcome to the Nexus. Today we're going to be doing our penultimate episode of our 66 build. Let's get going. Okay, so we're going to be doing our, I think it's a semi-final, I would say. So after this pack, there's only one more left to do. We're going to be concentrating on the front of the car. So we're doing issues 107 to 113. It's 120 issues, the build. And our last issue is the next box, basically. The next pack is our last one. So we're doing up to issue 113. The first couple of issues, well, the first, I think the first 4 or 5 issues are all on the front of the car. So, yeah, so I'm just going to grab that like that. We're going to need headlights and that. Basically, we're going to need the hood as well. So that's the first thing we need to grab. And that is in a box because I've kept it safe for all this time because we got the hood back in the very first issue. And we're going to start installing it on this one. So without further ado, let's get going. Okay, so with issue 107, that's the one we're starting with. And we're just going to open it up. Okay. So as you can see, we've got our screws here. We've got these little bracket bits as well. Let's take these out. Okay. So the first things we're going to do is these 2 parts here. So we have an R and an R. They're going to go together. So that is going to sit like that, I do believe. Yep, just like that. We're going to attach it with TM screws. And we're going to do the same for this one. This is the left one. Just making sure we've got the right ones there. No, that's L. And this one's R. Just there. So I'm going to attach them both with TM screws, which are there. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so we've got them both here. We're going to bring over this section just here and we're going to lay it down. I'm going to get the mat out so it's a little bit easier to lie on. Okay, there we go. Got something soft to work on now. So we're going to sit it like this, and these parts here, I'm going to stick one on there and one on there using AM screws. Yeah, AM screws. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so there they go. Making sure that the spiral design is facing inward. This is the right one, this is the left one. Now this is like this. We need to grab our bracket. So we've got one like that, one like that. And we just need to make sure we're putting the right ones on. So this is the left one and this is the right one. So that's the right one there and that's the left one. The big L on it. And they're going to go on just like that. Once again using AM screws, so they're going to go on just like that. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so they sit like that. We screw it in from either side. Now we need to grab our hood. So yeah, a bit of a blast from the past this, because this was from issue 1. Okay, so we're going to turn it upside down and we're going to put our brackets on. So one there. Hang on a second, we need to make sure that the hinge side, so this is going to sit like that. Making sure the hinge here is facing outwards. We're going to put them in with AKM screws. So these are the little ones. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so they're on like that. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to grab this section here and we're going to stick it on just like that. And then on the sides here, same with the screws that we've just done. We are going to screw this up with AKM screws. There's one. There's the other one. And just do it this side as well. Like so. And then what we've got some BM screws left. Like so. And then the BM screws just here, they're going to sit on these brackets just there. Like that. So we're going to use BM screws to do that. So here they are. So we're going to screw these two in just at the sides here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, and there they're done, just like that. So we're going to move on to the next issue, which is so we're doing the front headlight on this one. So let's just get it out and pack it like that. There we go. Like so. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is make the lens and the cap. That's the first thing we're going to do. Let's pull this out. So we've got this part here. That's the lens. That's going to, it's got to sit in there flush. And it goes in one way. There's like a little tab on it. And it goes in one way. And then we're going to stick this on. Once again, there is a smaller hole and a bigger hole, so it only goes on one way, like so. Okay, so we've done that. Next, we've got these panels to go on, and we've got the front here, so this is going to turn up, like so. And we're going to stick this in to here, like so. ZM screws. These are the tiny ones. There's one. And the other. Oops. And then this one is going to sit like that as well at some point, but we don't do that just yet. We're going to put the next thing we're going to do is put the light in. It's going to sit like that. I'm going to use AM screws, got two of them. And we're just going to screw these up. Okay, so we've done that. Now we're going to fit this from, I think it's from behind or on the front. Oh no, it's from the, it's on the front here. So we're going to fit it on the front here. And we're going to screw it in with the screws here. We've got three of them, so there's one up here. One there. this corner, like so, and one in this corner. Now, don't over tighten these because they can easily snap, so right, there we go. Okay, that's it for this one. Basically, I'm just going to do the exact same to the opposite side in issue 109. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Here now. It is 109. I'm just going to go ahead and do it all now. Okay, so we've now done that. We've now got both of them installed. And the grill as well, as you can see there, nicely nice. So the next thing we're going to do is install the wire or the lights themselves. So we've got D here. So we'll have a short side and a long side. So the long side's going to go in this side. Just need to push the light in as much as we can. There we go. And then the short side's going to go this side. It's a nice tight fit. So at some point it's going to go up here, and this one will go up here, like that, just like that. Okay, so we're going to move on now to issue 110. Okay, so issue 110 is the indicators here. So we're going to install both of them. Pull them out. Okay, so we've got the left one here. This is going to go this side. No, that side, sorry. That's the left side. So AM screws on there. And let's start screwing that in. It's not this side, is it? No, it's definitely this side. I'm just trying to. There we go. It's got to sit in a little, in that little recess thing here, like so, like that. Okay, so I forgot to put the lens on. That's my mistake. So that's going to sit on just. It just literally sits over the cover like that, and then we'll be able to screw it in. So, while holding it all like this, bit of a juggling act. Like so. And this one in here. We can have a little look at what that looks like. And there we go. So I'm going to do the right one. So the lens sort of goes on like that. And then this just fits on. Like so. There we go. Sort of like that. So they sort of sit something like that. So that's nice. Okay, so we need to grab the wires now. So we're going to grab G and H. Okay, so we've done that one. So the black and white one is the right hand one, and the longer one, obviously, is G. So we're going to push it in and then push the wire. That's flush like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put our little cable clips that run along here. So just these. So we've got 2 this side and 2 that side. So we've got 4. So I'm going to go ahead and do them now. So we've done that. As you can see, we've run the wires up through the brackets here. And all the wires now should come out just down the end here. So obviously at some point they will run along here and out the end here, like that. Okay, so we're going to do the last little bit now. We're doing issue 111. So we are now going to fit, it says the front fender or the front bumper if you're in the UK, the front fender if you're in America, and that is just there. So the first thing we're going to do is grab this out. This is die cast, obviously. We're going to put this aside for a second so we can concentrate on doing what we've got to do on here. Then we're going to put our brackets on. And we've got these little black things here. Now they are going to go on as well. They go on the front here, I believe. But not yet. So we need to screw this up. Okay, so that was just there, so that's fine. Okay, we're going to firstly grab this part. And like I said, we're going to grab we're going to undo this bar here. I've just seen that on there. So we've got like a straining bar on here. There's one screw off. Like so. These bars are going to go on like that. I'm going to use CM screws for this because I think the CM ones are for going into metal. I'm going to go ahead and do this both sides. So, okay, so we've done that. We're then going to bring over this and we're going to fit this like that. And the first thing we're going to do is put 2 CM screws one into here and then one in the opposite side. I'll make sure that that is as tight as I can get it. And then obviously one in this side, like so. So, and the next ones, I'm going to flip it over. Next one's in the front here. So there's one. And, oh. And one. Like so. The next what we're going to do is bring over our hood. So we're going to flip it over again. And we're going to bring in this. Okay. So this is going to sit So we've somehow got to get these two brackets onto those two bits just there. We're going to use AM screws to do that. Okay, so that's in place, and then we're just going to put these, see it, the AM screws in. So I'm just going to go ahead and put 2 in that side, 2 in this side. Okay, up there we go. Whoops. So last thing is to put these little caps on here. They go on. If it wants to stay on, which it doesn't seem to want to do. There we go. Hopefully that stays on. So they both go flush. You've got a right and a left one now. The hood is now on. Now there is a gap here, but it's not too bad once it's up. I don't really know why it's flush this side, but not this side. I've tried loosening it. I've tried sort of moving this across because I think this is where it's catching on. But yeah, I think that's where it's catching on the light. But it does open and close, so I'm happy with that. But as you can see, it's sort of, it looks fine from the front, and you know it's a little bit okay on there. But this side it's kind of up slightly, and I think it's to do with the headlight, the indicator this side. If anyone comes up with a solution, let me know, because I would like it to sit flush. Maybe I've tightened it too much, I don't know. But I think this part here is too close, so I don't know whether just to sort of sand that part there down a little bit. It seems to be fine this side, but this side, yeah, not too good. I mean, it's really solid. It's not going to fly open. I suppose it's how much it's going to affect. One, it's not going to affect the build whatsoever. And I don't think it's too noticeable when it's on the shelf. So when it's like that. But yeah, effectively the front of the car is done. We're going to move on now. We've got last 2 issues, and those 2 issues are on the back part of the chassis, so we need to grab that. But as it stands, we have now finished the front. Okay, so in the next one, we are putting in issue 112. We've got this, which is the rear fender. So the rear bumper. So there we go. So we do need the car upside down, which is really difficult. So there it is there. So there's the rear bumper there. We need to take off that supporting arm. We've got some CM screws there. So we've got a supporting arm just here. So this needs to come off. Now we've got the bar off. There it is there. Now we carefully flip this over like so. Careful, Jesus. It's those rocket launchers on the back. I'm really right. Okay. I've got to hold it like this, I think. Okay, so we're going to put this on the back here like that, and we're going to use 4 CM screws to attach it at the bottom here. So I'm going to do that now. So the best way to put it on is to literally have it on its side like this, support it from the back as you're screwing. So, just like that. And just like that. Okay, so that is now done. That is now on the back. Lovely. Okay, so let's move on to issue 113, which is our last one. Okay, so issue 13, and I've got the camera here at the angle, and I've got the car at an angle. Everything's at an angle. We're going to be putting on the back grills of the car here. So we've got these parts here. We've done them before. So this part is going to sit here, and we've got these ZM screws. Remember, don't over tighten these because these ones are the ones that snap really, really easy. So you've got one at each end, and then there's 4 in the centre there. I'm going to go ahead and do all of them now, and then hopefully show you a good end result. So it's the big reveal. There we go. So we've now got the grille on both sides. As you can see, there is 4 there and 1 on the corner on both sides there. But it's looking really good. There's not much more left to do. We've still got to put the bar in between and attach the 2 front sections. So the front section to the back section here. We've still got to put the afterburner and the parachutes on the back and put it all together. Now I do believe we put the chassis onto the body onto the chassis, I do believe, in issue 120. So we do that right at the very end. There's little bits to do now. We've completed the front. So the front of the car is now complete. That is now ready to be attached. And then obviously once this is attached, we will then be able to attach the bar that goes between the 2 bits. But we do connect the car up together in the very last issue. Like I said, we've got a few other things to come, burn a bit. So I think most of the stuff is to the back of the car. And yeah, we've still got to put the little sensor scanner thing here, which if you've still got, if you've got it, you should still have it. That's going to be quite an interesting one to do because it's got to go through that hole there. But apart from that, it's all looking good. Really liking the build. Now it's just one more pack, 1 more month. October is when this finishes. 1 more month, and we will have our completed 66 Batmobile. Just about when we start our new Batmobile build, the 89. But yeah, more on that in the next issue, in the next video of this. I will then preview the 89, hopefully, if it's here. But yeah, it's all looking good. As always, thank you so much for watching me, and make sure you like, click, subscribe, and tap the bell as well. I've been Nexus. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next video. But until then, guys, thank you. Bye-bye.
Tune into the channel. Nexus is the name. All the hardest content, you'll never be the same. Laughs and thrills, excitement.